How y'all doing today? My name's Ayin. Today, we're going to talk about the topic of their choices, my choices. Now, this is a little bit of a follow-up video from another video that I made saying talking about the instability of others. Their choices, my choices. What I think of when I'm thinking about this, and the reason why it's so closely associated with the instability of others. In my other video, I made mention of if you don't think that it matters that the people that you have around you, the bad decisions that they make, or some of the terrible things that they're going to that you consistently run to the aid of or find yourself ensnared in, if you don't think that it affects you, you're wrong. And the reason why I say this is because it leads to the choices that we make. It leads to the choices that they make and the choices that you make. Sometimes I've seen situations where people that are in this loop of instability, and it caters to bad choices. Sometimes they don't give the best advice. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're a clear example of what to stay clear from. Sometimes a lot of people will talk to you from the angle of, hey, look, I went down that road, don't go down it. So, and that's all fine and good. But I'm talking about the people who don't or unaware of the situation that they're in. And sometimes some of the advice that they may give may be on a slant, or it may not be the best thing for you. I remember a close person to me, they'd advised me I'm going to keep this really general, of a decision that they were trying to make upon something, and the advice that the people or the persons around them had given her was totally skewed. It was just not good advice. But since they were so in their company and it mattered so much what they thought, they were blinded by what the people were actually saying, and it didn't turn out to be a really horrible situation where it was like life-threatening or anything, but it just caused them to lose out on some of the things that they had available to them. And later, after when I was talking to the person about the way the situation went down, I was just like, I kind of thought to myself, this was just a situation of hate. This person didn't want you to have more than what they had, so they found a way to advise you in a way to throw you off the track or the way to obtaining what you were getting ready to attain. So you have to be leery of this up with people, and it showed itself time and time again through this example that I'm talking about. And people do that. So you have to keep clear and be reminded that their choices are their choices, your choices are your choices. This is how people get caught up in making the wrong choices, being led down the wrong path, to being ensnared in things that they never should have been ensnared in. So you got to have your head about you. You got to keep your head about you. That's the reason why we all have our own head. We don't share heads. We don't share the head space with other people. We're not in their thoughts, because their thoughts are their thoughts, and how they choose to carry out and act on their thoughts is on them. So you have to keep yourself in tune, to remind yourself that you don't have to give in to peer pressure. You're who you are, and you're here to serve the purpose of whatever your purpose is, to achieve the things that you want to achieve. So I just kind of wanted to do this as a follow-up video to, like I said, the instability video, just as a little bit more clarification on being reminded of our choices, the people that we have around us. Okay? Now, my name's Ayin. I have written a book called Kilimanjaro's The Arithmetic of Family Communication. The link will be found in the description box, and it can be picked up on Amazon, ebook or paperback copy. So until next time, have a good one.